Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm doing some acrylic press-ons and I'm gonna be doing some like icy blue nails. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of forgot what I was doing, but I'm gonna do marble and snowflakes, glitter snowflakes. So yeah, my friend picked this design and so I wanted to do it in blue instead of brown, but it came out nice, I think. And I'm starting off with clear, and on the thumb I wasn't really doing a good job at working with the clear at all, or on the other fingers, but like as I started getting to the last nail, which was the pinky, like it gradually got clearer and clearer, just because I was like, I don't know, every time I use clear I feel like it's a learning curve for me. Like every time I use it, it's different. But maybe that just means I need to practice more, I don't know. But I was just moving it around too much, and that's the exact opposite of what you want to do, because when you move your clear acrylic around, you're pushing air bubbles into it and all types of stuff. Well, just air bubbles. But yeah, so it just makes it not clear. That's the reason why some clear acrylics aren't clear. It's because all the air bubbles. And with some clear acrylics, it's hard to avoid air bubbles because some of them are just bad quality. But this is me a secret, so you can definitely avoid it by just letting the acrylic run down the nail itself instead of, you know, touching it and swiping it down the nail like I was doing. But I also am going to show me doing the application on this nail, and I pretty much did it the same as the thumb, except I touched it a little less. But when it got to the pinky came out really clear, and these nails are going to be matte, but I think it still matters to get a nice good clear, even when the clear is going to be matte, because you can still see the bubbles in there regardless of if it's glossy. They're just more noticeable when the nails are glossy, but they're still noticeable when they're matte. I've been waiting forever to do another voiceover because I forgot in previous videos. I guess I just didn't think about it, but I should. I wanted to thank everybody for 100 subscribers, even though I'm past 100 now, but thank you anyway. And soon I'll be at 200, and I'll try to be more on time thanking, but thanking is all I can do. I can't really give y'all anything, but thank you for supporting me and subscribing. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna file this on camera, just showing my e-file, and then I'm gonna do a different nail and do my hand file. But I wanted to show my process of filing acrylic press-ons. So I'm starting at the free edge of the nail, and I'm just making this thin, and this isn't necessary for these nails, because, well, it is necessary. I'm making the tip and the free edge thinner because you don't want that to be too thick and look all bulky. But I think after I'm gonna straighten the free edge, well, at some point I'm gonna straighten the free edge, and that step is unnecessary because I didn't end up giving these nails like that false C curve look, which is basically when you, like, I don't know, basically kind of like drill the free edge into a C shape. So I ended up doing that. But anyway, I also go in and I file the sides. I don't know why I left this in real time while I'm doing this voiceover, but I'll speed it up after I'm done. I go down the side walls with my drill and just, you know, I just try and get every single little imperfection, every single little bump, and that makes it like 10 times easier to hand file because I'm not putting as much arm work into it. And filing acrylic is a lot of work when you're doing with a hand file. Even if it's 80/80 grit, it's still a lot of work. And I am using 80/80 grit files now from Pana, and they're linked in the description, so I would recommend them. They are actually sturdy, and I've been able to use them on a lot, like on a lot of press-ons, but I wouldn't use them on multiple people. Like, I don't, after I'm done using a file on like my sister or my cousin, I throw it away. So that's just because, I don't know, hygiene, and everybody always says don't reuse your files or whatever, so I'm just not gonna do it. But anyway, I'm doing the C-curve look. You have to be really careful with this. Also, when filing acrylic press-ons with a drill, I wouldn't recommend filing the cuticle area because you're just gonna mess it up. You're gonna want the cuticle area to be thin, because if it's not, then it's just gonna look like bulky on the nail. But you want it to be thin, but not too thin. So that's why the drill is too much, because it'll thin it out really quickly. So when I do my hand file, I'm just gonna like gently go in that area, but you'll see. So now with my hand file, I'm straightening like the bottom of the nail, but I'm only doing it where the nail bed isn't like, I'm only doing it on the tip, not like the nail bed area. I'm not touching the bottom of the nail bed area. But for the rest of the nail, I go in on the side walls and I straighten those out by like turning the nails sideways. And I'm just doing my process, the same process I do on any acrylic nails. Then I'm going over the surface, and when the surface is completely white, that's how you know that your nail is smooth. But when there's like still darker spots, that's because there's dents, and you just need to file until those go away. And if your nail is getting like too thin, that means that your application was too thin. You need to work on your application if you're filing and your nail is getting too thin but not smooth. Now that filing is over, I'm going to compare the thumb, which is the least clear nail, and then the pinky, which is the clearest. I'm gonna compare them, and by doing this, I'm doing this by wiping over with acetone, and you can see all the bubbles when you do that. So you're gonna be able to see that the thumb and the pinky are like way different, because like I said, as I was going on, I was getting like clearer and clearer with the application. For this design, I'm going to be using blooming gel, and I'm doing a thin layer of this because I don't want to bulk out the nail. And I don't know if you have to do a thick layer. I swear sometime I heard that on some YouTube video that you had to do like a thick layer for it to work, or on some Amazon review or something, but no, you don't. You can use a thin layer and it'll be fine. So I'm using a thin layer, and I'm grabbing my brush, and I always use my thumbs as like a practice nail to see like how I want to do stuff, and usually like by the time I'm done with the thumb, I know what I want to do on the rest of the nails and how I want to do it. But for now, I'm just swirling the colors like randomly and then adding a little bit of glitter, some of that glitter polish, and I'm using Mepha polish and also Beetles, but I'm only gonna link Beetles because I don't recommend buying Mepha polish. So yeah, I've had it for like, I don't know, I've had it since I was like, I don't know, maybe 16 maybe, but I'm 18 now, so that's not like a drastically long time. It's just, you know, I've had it for some years now. But so I figured out like how I wanted to do the marble, and I decided that I was gonna start with white or the blue and just lay that down like really thick and, you know, as a base, and then go in with that darker blue, and I made it kind of look like blue, like ice fire or something, because of the different layers of colors. Okay, so now I'm going to add some sparkles because I don't know, this was unnecessary, but I really want to. Like every time I see an opportunity to add these, I have to add them because I just think they're really cute. So I added these in like some dots, and then I'm gonna do a snowflake, which it took me 4 tries to figure out how to do it, and I looked at pictures, but like it didn't really help. So it took me 4 tries, but eventually I got it. I'm only gonna leave 1 try in, so don't worry. But just so you know how long it took me quite a while, but I figured out one design that I wanted to do with a little bit of improvisation, or however you say it, and I just stuck with that design and did it on all the nails. Since I'm doing like a sugar snowflake, which basically means it's gonna be glitter on top of the nail, like leaving the texture on the nail, I'm gonna do a matte top coat first, and I'm gonna do that on all the nails, and then I'm going to start the design with some white gel polish, Beetles gel polish, and I'm starting by adding 6 dots, the biggest one in the middle, and then 2 more going up and down, and then left to right. And then I'm just lining those dots, basically, you know, like connecting the dots. And then I'm adding 4 more lines, kind of like a sparkle. And then on the bottom dots, I'm going to add like little lines. Basically, I'm just drawing a snowflake. It's pretty simple. And then on the little spikes that I did, like I don't know how to say it, that are slanted, I'm gonna add little lines on top of those too. And it's really easy to do, like trust me, really easy. This is why I'm doing it, because it's easy. Every other thing I tried was not easy. I decided to add a little gem in the middle, and this is before I'm curing the polish. Before I cure the polish, I added the gem with some Acrylic rhinestone glue, And now I'm sprinkling the glitter on top, and I'm letting that sink into the gel polish a little bit. And I cure that for 60 seconds and then brush it off, and it should just leave glitter only where the gel polish was. After the thumb, I did the rest of the nails off camera, and then that'll be it for the design. So please like and comment and subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about these nails, and remember to follow my TikTok and Instagram below. And thank you for watching.